Hey, what's up, guys? It's me again, and welcome back to my channel, Meta What Ifs. Today, I am back with a new story. The name of the story is What If Naruto Was Father of Demigod Children? And yeah, guys, it is an unscripted story and idea of mine. Now, before continuing this may be a wild idea, and yes, everything may look like it is where it is going to be, but it may not be. So, yeah, if you find this idea a little bit weird, I understand it because yeah, I came up with this weird idea, and even though I wanted it to make it for quite a while now, I have been holding it off until today because I thought, you know what, screw it, let's get on with it. So yeah, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, as well as follow me on my Apollo Uchiha channel as well. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins in New York City. Near the Central Park, we see on a footpath a man was walking, wearing blue jeans as well as black boots and a black jacket and black shirt underneath, with blonde hair on his head that was messy, and he had blue eyes and a ear-to-ear grin on his face. He was happy and giddy. In his hand was a brown bag in which a bread was visible and some other stuff, indicating that he has just returned from doing his morning grocery run and was running back to his apartment. Why? Because he was a father of two beautiful little girls. As now we see Naruto opening the door to his apartment and entering inside, as there was one of his princess who was glaring daggers at him. She had black hair and fiery red eyes, which was similar to her mother. Dad, where the hell have you been? Geez, young lady, is that a way to speak to your father? Shut up, Claire. Don't be rude to our old man. Say, Dad, did you bump into any old chicks out there? Jeez, what is up with you two? Stop being annoying for once, said Naruto, as he chuckled at their antics. Both of them resembled their mothers, whom Naruto had met on different occasions. You see, he ran a candy store nearby the Central Park and was quite proud of it until he bumped into his daughter's mother. Both were different, but Naruto had fallen in love with both of them, and they had given him the best blessing a man could ever receive, a child, and a daughter nonetheless that resembled them for eternity. But his daughters were not normal, you see. They were actually demigoddesses. Naruto hasn't told them that yet, but he remembered when Hermes, the god of messengers, arrived out of nowhere. No wonder they both like to talk about Greek and like to visit the museums and stuff. As now we see, at first, when Hermes arrived with Clarice, it was quite evident that he was holding back his laughter and trying his best to not bring up his mother, and was on his way after telling him that his mother will be watching over him, and so will they, while Naruto was told to enjoy. And then came his other girlfriend who gave him his other daughter, and that was, well, she was a bright, cheery personality. She could make the whole room go blind when she entered, and not only that, she was a film fanatic and loved to do haikus as well. And she gave him his second daughter, Lily, who was a carbon copy of, well, her mother, liked to tease him and enjoy movies and whatnot, and singing as well, which Naruto was quite proud of because his mother liked to do a lot of haikus, and Naruto sometimes tend to get annoyed by them, but he wouldn't say that to his beloved now. Naruto loved both of them, both Arysia and Alice. Now, Alice was quite a weird name, thinking that Alice might have not given her original name, but Naruto was okay with that, because most of the Greek gods didn't do so. Hermes revealed that they were minor goddesses from Greek pantheon. Someone Naruto hasn't even heard of or even heard mentioned of, but oh well, if they were, then they were. Naruto was quite in love with them, and was going to make sure that their princesses were going to be safe. Geez, Dad, stop daydreaming and give me my damn toast. I need to go to class. As now we see, Lily just chuckled. Shut up, Lily, what is it? I might have a haiku coming for that one. Jeez, no, stop. What? What is it? She has been saying that for yesterday evening and it has been bugging me to no end. Stop it, Sunspot. Yeah, what you gonna do? You warmongering moron? Said both of them to one another, as Naruto just chuckled at that, rolled their eyes. Ah, they acted more like someone else than their mothers right now, but it was okay. They were his princesses. As now we see Naruto took them to school after dropping them off, both of them loved Naruto in their own way and hugged him back. Lily was the one who kissed him on the cheek and said, Daddy, you better come back with a lot of gifts before I, your princess, will return and be waiting for here. Yes, my lady, said Naruto in a chuckling tone, while Clarice just gave him a tight hug, as Naruto tapped her on the shoulder. I'm proud of you, girl. Now go get him, Tiger. You know it. As Naruto dropped them off to Yancy Academy and was now on his way back towards his candy store. As this was going on, now we go towards the Empire State Building, where we see Apollo, the son of God, watching Naruto and the girls from his domain, as well as from his, you can say, temple. He wouldn't admit it ever to anyone, but he enjoyed the time that he spent with Naruto as Alice. You see, he and the warmongering god were hitting on a girl that both had their hearts settled on before they met on Naruto. So to decide who will be the one to bag her, they hold it a little bet in front of the whole Olympians. And the bet this time was Athena who decided what it would be because both of them were great in their own rights. So it was decided that how about they shift and change their genders into females and go and bag a man. And if they are able to do that and were able to make him completely fall in love, the first one to do so will be the one to bag the chick. Now obviously Apollo hated that Ares was the one who got the first go ahead and was able to easily bag Naruto because Arysia, that the hidden name that he picked up, was quite obvious. But Naruto, being unaware of the Greek mythology as he was quite ignorant of it. But because of her fiery personality as well as her being a biker, Naruto and Naruto's heart dwelled on her. But one thing led to another that nobody anticipated, and that was Ares in as Arysia having a child with Naruto nonetheless. And after it was done, we see that Apollo made quite a good fun of that. So much so that Ares, while blushing, then said, "Why don't you go and try it? See how you differ from me." As Apollo, grinning ear to ear, saying that it was an easy job, decided to do that, and ended up with the same result. Now their brother Hermes and Hephaestus laughed their asses off alongside with Dionysus because this was comedic gold. Not only Apollo, the godson, but also Ares, the god of war, were having this stupid bet, but also they lost it because they fell in love in their female forms with the same mortal. Now, both of them also wouldn't hate to admit it that their male selves also adored him, but they wished to remain with him in their female selves because that is how they met Naruto and fall in love with him, and that is how Naruto imagined and remembered them. So that is how they will always appear in front of him as well. As for Hermes, we see he was standing behind him inside his temple. You know, brother, peeking and sneaking around is kind of my shtick, so stick with yours. What do you want, Hermes? Ah, you look sad. What is it? Wish to go visit your boyfriend or whatnot? Or, you know what, Arysia might go there as well and visit there, Alice. Gee, stop it. This is serious, okay? I know it is weird, but lately I don't wish to go and party as much. I've been just watching over Naruto and Lily. Maybe the Alice within you is trying her best to get to her wonderland. Jeez, that is the most idiotic pun. Yes, sorry about that. So, you wish to go visit Naruto and your daughter, huh? Yeah, but you do know the rules, right? Yeah, I guess that as well, but Naruto is something else entirely, you know? Hey, you know what? Maybe you can go visit him, but not as Alice, someone else, you know? Maybe try your original self. I mean, Mortals can hardly deny if a god is literally approaching them of your caliber. Yeah, you're right, but I don't wish for him to find out that I'm me actually, because he has read about my history, and I, as Alice might have blurted out that how he was a womanizer basically, and Naruto showed his distaste. So you are actually in love with the dude that you spent time with and let him hit you as a girl. Yeah, I guess you're right when it comes to that, said Apollo, while turning much more golden than he already was in his gold temple. Geez, tone down a bit. It's hurting my eyes now. Why don't you talk about this in the council? Yeah, and make myself fun of. No. As now we see, Apollo then asked, Why even are you here? Well, actually, it's about a council meeting, so yes, we are called. You didn't answer the heat, so I was told to bring you or drag your ass here. And now they wanted to know why. You better not tell them. Who knows, maybe I will. As Hermes dashed away, as Apollo chased after him, as both of them arrived at the council chamber, we see that Apollo was huffing for the first time. Hermes, you better not, or I will go to war with you. Jeez, quit threatening me. You won't do such a thing, said Zeus with his booming voice. Yes, it would be quite a bad thing, don't you think? You two have been like, what, best friends since forever, and now out of nowhere you're threatening him with a war? That's because I know a secret about him. If you pay me well, I'll tell it to you. As now we see, Artemis also raised an eyebrow, taking an interest in something that was shaking her brother to such an extent. What is it? Out with it now. As Athena also glared at Hermes. Fine. It's, he's been watching over that mortal that he let hit with. What? Said Ares as his throne cracked, literally as he got up. He looked towards Apollo with daggering, glaring eyes. You better stay away from him. What? What would you do, huh, you warmonger? You better stay away from him, Sunspot. My daughter is raised by him, and if anything happens to her because of you, or to him, I will kill you. Make you fade. Oh, yeah, I'd like to see you do that, Arysia. Yeah, you better watch out, Alice. As Aphrodite was the one who was the most shocked. Ares, calm down, dear. What's going on? Get away from me, Aphrodite. I'm not in the mood. As now Aphrodite was just gawking at Ares. He has been since after visiting that mortal like this, quite distance. As if he didn't want it to be with her. Her, the embodiment of love itself. And that pissed her off to some extent. As now we see this was going on, Zeus then said, and he began to laugh. A good kind-hearted laugh. I haven't laughed this harder, like, forever. If you wish to watch over them, you can continue to do so. But remember, son, he said, getting a little bit serious, you are a god, and you have to follow the rules as well. I will, father. I'm not going to visit them. Just watch over my daughter, if that is all right. You have so many other more daughters. Why this one specific? I don't know. Maybe being into a girl has messed up with being quite bad. I don't know. Yeah, he hasn't been going into our parties or orgies, as a matter of fact, because of that. As now Artemis was quite worried. Are you sure you're okay, Apollo? You really aren't yourself. I'm fine. Seriously, I'm fine. You don't need to worry about me. And you don't need to worry about anything, father. I'm not going to go and visit them. What about you, Ares? You know, I might enjoy having you as a daughter. Arysia, was it? Nice name you picked out for yourself, Ares, said Hera with a smile on her face. Jeez, mother, stop it, said Ares with a golden hue on his face, as Hephaestus was now alongside with Aphrodite, gawking at their brother. Their warmongering brother, who only liked and talked and even had orgasm if he thought about war, was literally now dreaming of being with a literal mortal man, who was just running a candy shop, if anything. What in the hell did you do to Ares? Said Athena, glaring narrowing eyes at her. Who are you, imposter? I'm Ares! Enough with this already! Can we focus on something else? Yes. And so the meeting went on as such. But Aphrodite was not happy, not one bit. So she decided to play a little bit with the lover of both Ares and Apollo. She visited him himself. And 9 months later, Naruto had now a new demigod child at his arms with Hermes there. You really are either lucky or just filled to the brim with bad luck. I mean, seriously, three? And one of them is the main Olympian as well. I mean, Aphrodite of all the people. Seriously. You mean the goddess of love? You mean to say that Kushina girl that I met was actually... Oh boy, I'm never going on Tinder ever again. As that is when we see Hermes left as soon as his daughter arrived. Dad? Who was that? And where is Kushina-chan? I want to watch a lot of movies with her while seated here. Yeah, she's gonna help me train. We were going to have a match with Age of Empires in the game. Where is she? Well, she left. Because, she can't be with us for now on. What? And who is she? This is your sister. This is your baby sister. Her name is Lacey. As both of their eyes widen, as now we see, back on Mount Olympus, Ares was pissed and so was Apollo, and they had called a council meeting because they want to know why Aphrodite has done this. We wish to know why, Aphrodite. I don't know, I enjoyed my time with him, I guess. You knew that he had already demigod children, Aphrodite, so out with it, said Athena. As Zeus and the others also were quite intrigued and wanted to know. It's because that I get it. Why you fell in love with him? What do you mean by that? He's kind, attentive, and not only that, I might have twisted his feeling a little bit. You did what? Said Apollo and Ares as both of them got up. He is the only kind person who I can tolerate, said Ares. He is so sweet, I know that, but that doesn't give you any right to manipulate his feelings. Oh, you're too just jealous that I am the only legitimate goddess who gave him a good time while you, being in your second grade form, were not able to perform well. As both of them blushed while Aphrodite chuckled and laughed at that, but deep down she knew that she was going to miss Naruto now, because this was one of her lovers, or even if the only lover that she had ever seen, so attentive and enjoyed so time with. While on the other side, Naruto was sad. Why was his life like this? Why couldn't he fall in love with a normal person? If anything, it was always a goddess. First it was Alice, quote unquote, and then there was Arysia, and now there was Aphrodite herself. What next? Zeus in the form of a girl will let him bank? As now we see. Fast forward 2 years later, when the girls were growing up, and both Alice and Clarice has reached, Lily and Clarice has reached at the age of 10, while Lacey has reached at the age of 4. Naruto was holding on to another child, as Hermes was there. Dude, seriously, you gotta stop going out with the gods. What is wrong with you? Yeah, I'm asking that myself, I guess. 4? What next? How many are you gonna grab? Leave someone for us, buddy. I'm sorry, Hermes-san. No, I'm just joking with you, Naruto. You know that, right? You dog, you. As Naruto blushed with that. So, what's his name? His name is Jason. Finally. I guess you have a son. Nah, I was okay with daughters as well. But a mini-me won't be that bad. As now we see. Here I was just confused up in the Olympus, in the council. What? I was curious as well, okay? So you let him hit, brother, said Poseidon, enjoying this, while Hades was also enjoying this while wearing black goggles to hide away his tears of amusement while also eating popcorn. Okay, I admit it, okay? I get it why you two were like this. And me, hello? You're a different story, Aphrodite. Yeah, you're completely out of this. I don't even know what should I do. Should I curse him or something? At this point, it's just beyond pathetic, sister. You shouldn't do anything. I mean, the poor guy was even shocked that the next girl he wanted to date or have a life with was actually your husband, trying to trap him into that. Ah, yes. If anyone is to blame, it is Zeus. Not that child, and not that human. For the first time, I must say that. Wow. You really have changed, sister, said Hestia. Of course. I mean, we all have been watching over that poor boy, and that poor boy wanted to settle down. I can feel it, because I can sense, since I am the goddess of marriage as well as motherhood. He wants to experience that. And you all have been doing nothing but stopping him. You know what? If it was to me, said Demeter, I would have gone down and there married him. As the girls grew up, and so did Jason, we see that. The age was drawing near when they were going to go to Camp of Blood, until Hermes was there again. Again, said Naruto. Yes, I suppose that you're getting tired of this? You know, I am quite worried that if you gods are so busy and interested in mortal selves, who is running the world and all the things? Yeah, you don't need to worry about that. It's being taken care of. So, what is this? A son or a daughter this time? Actually, it's a son again. Huh. And his name is Baron. Baron? Yes. And who was she this time? Demeter. Oh, the goddess of harvest and, you know. Yes, yes, you get it. So Baron, huh? Nice name, I guess. Baron Uzumaki. As now we see Clarice, as well as Lily, Lacey, and Jason were all there. Is that a little baby brother? Thanks, Dad. You're the best. As up in Mount Olympus, the meeting was being held again, and this time Apollo and Ares was literally really pissed, while Zeus as well as Aphrodite were frowning. Seriously? Hey, I'm not gonna leave Aphrodite hanging. I mean, you boys have band up together to go and have a time with the mortal, so why don't I? So it was just for a good time? Yeah, he was attentive and nice. I get it. Why are you like this all? Said Hermes. Five of you. You gotta all stop doing that. You know, if it was to me, I would never have done that. As now we see Hermes with a blushing face, standing in front of Naruto. Exactly 9 months later. How did this even happen again? Yeah, you better not ask how. I mean, a drunk goddess can drink a lot of, you know. Yeah, I'd rather not talk about that, said Hermes with a blush on his face. Wait, something is wrong here. Why are you blushing? Yeah, gotta go by. His name is Chester. As after that, Hermes did to leave. Back in the council, everyone was smirking at him. Yeah, not a single word. Okay? You better pay us a lot of dram just because of that. Oh, God. They're not gonna like this. My pocket's gonna go blind. As this was going on, we see Naruto had a lot of kids now. A true father of demigod's children. But now we see Clarice and Lily, who were already aware of their demigod heritage because Naruto has told them and was going to soon bring them to Camp on Blood, then said, seriously, Dad, either you stop dating or, you know, marry the next girl before you have a child with her. I mean, yeah, I guess I will do that now. My luck record have been so bad with the female, I guess. Hey, you hate having us? Said Jason. No, Jason. Why would I even hate any of you? You know what? You have grown as well. I'm 10, Dad. So what? You have grown up as well. And so could be said for Lacey. So I guess it is time for the four of you to head towards the Camp of Blood. You want to get rid of us? No! I want you to be safe. I have been seeing a lot of monsters near around by, but for some reason they are staying away. Unbeknownst to Nord, it was because of Zeus and his paranoia over his new lover, as well as his son being there. He was going to make sure that no monster ever came into the vicinity, and the other gods also wanted to make sure that behind each other's back. And so, Naruto then brought all of his children, deciding to go on a road trip and leave his children there in the Camp of Blood because it was a due diligence. As soon as he arrived there, we see Naruto was greeted by Chiron himself and a lot of satyr and dryads. As soon as all of his kids who were invited alongside him inside the camp entered, all of them were claimed. All hail Jason, son of Zeus, and Naruto. Wait, what? Said Naruto. And then one by one every other one was revealed. Chester, son of Hermes, and Lily, daughter of Apollo, and Clarice, daughter of Ares, and Lacey, daughter of Aphrodite, and Baron, son of Demeter. Wait, what is going on? I mean, weren't they like minor goddesses or whatnot? You have been called to Mount Olympus, Naruto-sama. Dinosaur-sama will take you there. Okay. As Naruto arrived there to see that in the divine forms was Alice and all the other girls that he has slept with. Um, what is going on here? Well, we wanted to tell you something, Naruto. Um, actually, we do, said Arysia, Alice, as well as Hermetia, and finally, Susie. As they all transformed into their real form. I am, Zeus. You know me by Susie. I am Apollo, or you know me by Alice. I am Ares, and you know me by, Arysia. I am Hermetia. You know, it was kind of obvious in the name. Oh, damn it! What about, what about Kushina and the others? Were they also? No, we're real, honey. Right here, said Aphrodite as well as Demeter, waving at him, as Naruto passed out after that. You know, you kind of might have broken him. I knew it was a bad idea. And so, once all of them returned, we see that Zeus and the others have split their female consciousness into the woman that Naruto has slept with, making them their identical twins, and split personalities that were adored Naruto. Wait, what is going on? Why am I seeing two of you? We have split them up. They have been bothering us way too much to be with you, so yes, we have given you immortality and allowed you to stay here because you have sired more demigods that have the potential to become proper gods with proper training. And because of that, you have been given the title of the father of demigods, all of them. And it will be your duty to watch over them with us, who will be their surrogate mothers, as you will be their surrogate father. As Naruto was blushing, as now we see Hephaestus was the one only laughing at all of them. You know, I guess I am the only one who didn't sleep with him, so I have won. Pay up, everyone. Wait, little dear nephew. I am also the only one who didn't slept with him, said Poseidon. But uncle, you and father never had a bet on this. Me and the boys did, so you can step out. As Hades then also arrived, I also haven't. So it is on a bet. Wait, stop. I might end up traumatized again and won't be able to live if I know that I slept with a male god again. I mean, how does that even work? Actually, I don't want to listen to it, Apollo, please. It will need a lot of time for me to realize that girls I've been dating and dreaming of and hated though were actually guys. As after that, Apollo then said, actually, there are girls. I mean, they're in front of you. Yeah, I mean, I do love them. You, I guess, in a sense, but it is still kind of weird. As that is when Aphrodite then said, love is weird, kind of, Naruto. As Aphrodite and Demeter were standing near him. But don't worry, dear. We're still girls and we'll be with you, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's make it easy. What do you intend to do with them? Do you intend to marry them or keep them as they are? You know what? I was going to marry, so why not? I'll marry all of them. You do know that you'll become like a consort of Zeus in a such sense, right? Because of Susie being his other counterpart. She will be also watching over when he will be with me. If you're okay with it, she's a female and you'll be marrying her, so I'm okay with that. You seriously will be okay if I... No, I won't be, because that poor boy deserves to marry after what you have done and put him through. I understand how he feels, so I'm okay with that, and only him is allowed to share. Thank you, Lady Hera. You're not going to be with my male counterpart now, are you? Said Susie, as lightning was cackling around her. No, I do love you, Susie, not him. You don't? In a sense, I mean, it's quite confusing, okay? Yeah, love is confusing, as I was saying. And finally, now we see Naruto returned at the camp as the father of demigods, and was now forever going to remain there with his daughters and many other demigods who were unfortunate enough to not come from a nice household or to live a normal life. After marrying all the girls he have dated, or the counterparts of the gods who he have dated, as this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. Yeah, I know this was a weird idea, but it was just bugging me so much that I needed to put it out to get it out of my system. So yeah, I understand if you don't like the story that much, because I kind of might have made it a little bit of gay-ish, but it's not gay-ish. But if he's a girl though, right? Every hole is a goal, remember? Anyways, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel, as this is it for the day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.